This show brought to you by Mikach. I'm replicating that.
All right. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be. Oh, this is probably going to be brutal. Trying to get comfortable with the plane I really don't fully understand yet. And the last time I watched some of your videos on flying this thing, I think it went in one ear and out the other. I'll try to see how much I can remember tonight. I'll attempt to do a short flight or two and possibly try to do an ILS landing. Don't know how far I'm going to get, though. Keep my fingers crossed. And then there's been that problem for the last week. Every time me, and not only me, other people I'm watching, on approach, doing our airliner flights, the simulator's been crashing a lot. So I don't know what, we're just going to have to roll the dice tonight and see what we get. All right, well, let me pick it up at a place at least I know. We'll start at Colorado Springs. And let's just make this a short one down to, or up to, yeah, I guess down would be the proper way to say it. We'll go to Kappa. Dun, 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 dun. And I'm pretty sure they have an ILS. I think it's 35 right. We'll have to check our EFB here. Hope you're having a great night. Hey, and for those of you I've been checking, hanging out your live streams, you guys are so fantastic. I haven't seen any female pilots out there doing any live streams, or I'd be watching. I was going to say checking you out, but that just doesn't even come out right. Any ladies out there, I want to check you out. Okay. So, one, we need to make this an IFR. Okay. And Kappa change procedure to ILS 35 right, so I was right about that. We're going to be going in direct. We don't need any fancy this or that. And if we do add any fancy this or that's, like I'll add some waypoints that I'm familiar with just to give us a few seconds of breathing room. So we're leaving 17 left. That's going to be direct, I believe. Okay. Oh, good. That's cool. It keeps your most recent waypoints in memory. Well, that's very interesting. All right. So let's take it out to at least Hugo and Lufsa. Oh, I think we want all three of these to take us into 35. That's cool. So add Hugo. Oops. Back. Beastie back. Add in Lufsa. Lufs. And add in Ho-hum. Now that should, when we send this into file the plan with air traffic control and take a look at this thing from the world map. Okay, yeah. So we take off out of Colorado Springs, give ourselves a little bit of breathing room, possibly to try, see if we can do set up a VOR. Fly the VOR to Hugo, fly the VOR out from Hugo, up to Luffs, then over to Ho-hum, and then straight in pretty much into Centennial, 35 right. Okay. All right. Well, cross my virtual fingers. Early in my live stream today. Do. Earlier in my live stream today, I felt like somebody completely different.
Before STO Radio, I was a tactical officer in Starfleet on Captain Kirk's Enterprise, where I was wounded in a firefight against the Romulans. After that, I joined the temporal media and moved back and forth in time promoting Star Trek to keep history on track. Now, I'm an ambassador whose only real aspiration is to stay loaded 24/7 in the company of good-looking women. My name is Kineas, the redshirt who lived time-traveling ambassador, and I'm on STO Radio.
I had to bleep that part.
Springs Tower, Canadian, November, Victor 771 Tree.
Yeah, I feel like somebody completely different.
Ready for departure IFR to Centennial. Clear for takeoff runway 17, Elkin, Indian, November, Victor.
Oh, my FPS is into the toilet. I must have had things set to super ultra for the live stream today. For your viewing pleasure. Well, mister, we're not gonna do a lot of that. I need to drop everything back down to mere mortal. Because we're not doing any sightseeing today, so... Alright. I'll keep the train up a little bit. It's just flat between here and Denver and here in Pueblo, and there's not a whole lot to see, and we don't need to see any trees, rocks, anything like that. We really don't even need to see the buildings. Clouds, of course, keep that and all the lighting stuff, keep that all good. Okay. Throttle off. All right. As you can see, Boeing and Airbus have their own design sensibilities. I mean, things are kind of in the same place where you'd expect them to be. Like the, well, that's different. The VOR ILS looks like you can change it down here. That's cool. Nav radio, boy, that's a lot of buttons. They love their communications. Active, there's the active and standby for comms. Now, this is not going to be like some by the book, we're going to be doing checklists and doing everything. No, it's just a basic person getting a hold of the simulator and trying to figure out what they just watched on a couple of tutorials about flying this thing. Okay. So I don't believe I can go ahead and try to import the plan and send the route to avionics, but none of these aircraft so far have imported the flight plans at all. They don't do it. And I'm hoping that's something that they can remedy with the system update 2 coming out. I've got my fingers crossed. It all could also be that you know, with 2024 they want you to be able to take more, you know, to be more advanced. I don't know. Okay, so let me try to zoom out and look at the flight plan. I see a magenta line there. How do you change your view in here? Range. Well, I'll be darned. It imported the flight plan. Because here's Colorado Springs. There's Hugo. TC top of climb. And then it's going to go to Lufsa and Ho-Hum. And wow, that's great. I'm only going to take us to 12,000 feet. The climbing is what they do here. That doesn't have what I'm used to. You know, the take off and climb. And so I don't know what the proper procedure is for that. There's the landing gear. There's autopilot 1. There's autopilot 2. vertical speed, outhold, approach, viewer lock, LNAV, VNAV, heading select, level change, speed, and 1, don't know what that is. Course. They have a course setting where the Airbus doesn't. The auto throttle arm. I've heard that the auto throttle and the nav are independent. All right, well, let's look in the MCDU, and it's definitely labeled. Things are labeled different. So there's our departure arrival, which is great. It set it up. Departure. Where's the arrival? And then the legs. Hugo loves ho hum. And I don't know if that's a discontinuity. It says then. And what? Where's the up and down here? Next page. Furpy G Dog and runway 35. Is that a discontinuity? Oh, it's different here. You go. I think it's wrong though. Because we're missing. Okay, so left see ho hum. Okay, so it's not. You select the one you want, burpee, and then you put it on the one you want it to take over. Like that. Okay, so got that. I don't know how to do. Boy, I'm so full of phlegm tonight. Too much dairy in the coffee. I don't know how to do a direct to if I have to. And how would we change this thing over from to VOR? VOR lock, VOR map. There's the plan. Map. VOR. Okay. All right. Well, then let me get the Hugo VOR. The Hugo VOR is 112.1. I don't know if you do put it down here or not. VOR 112. That's an ILS. Oh, well, now I'm going to have to find the ILS. Error. You're telling me, buddy. Well, how do I put it into the one that I want? VOR 112.1, and then change it. Okay, so that's active. But now how do I put this back to ILS? ILS. Aha. The ILS for runway 35 at Kappa is Kappa is, come on, oh, you cut it out. I'm having a issue with SkyVector. Okay, ILS for runway 35 at Kappa is 1113. All right. And we're probably too low from here in Colorado Springs to get the VOR for that. VR1 on. There's a barometer. Weather radar, not sure. That's waypoints. Airports, data. Okay, that's terrain. Well, the only other information I needed to know is that at GDOG I need to be at 8,000 feet. One 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 nine. 11199. 1199. We're already there. All right, I'll just leave it there. 1119. All right, well, I keep saying here we go, but I know there's more that I'm forgetting. I think that is on. Where's the chimes for the smoking thing? Attendance? Yeah, let them know. Okay, yeah. Get ready to do your thing. Live for the noise. I love it. Ground call. Get out of the way. Cabin ready. All right. Okay, now I think we'll try to go. There's 120, 130, slow rotate. 150, 160. Landing gear up. Flaps up. Okay, let's do autopilot 1. How do we make this thing go to 12,000? Pull it? Do you pull it? Push it? What do you do here?
Don't sink. Don't sink.
What's the procedure?
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Vertical speed, not negative. Oh my god.
Sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Well, we're in no hurry. As long as it's doing it. Okay, we're going up. We're going fast though. We don't set to speed. Auto throttle's on. I don't think this thing has to be in any particular. No, it's moving on its own. How do we get it to hold itself? There it goes. It's coming back down. We need to stay under 250 knots under 10,000 feet. Our bank angle is all the way wide at 30, so I don't think right at the moment I can't tell if she's getting ready to turn to, and track anything. Let's hit execute. Okay, now Hugo's in magenta. And so it's got to be LNAV. No. VNAV. No. Try to make it execute to Hugo again. There it goes. All right, that wasn't so painful. See if we can get the VOR from here. We're still probably a little low. That's approach. There's VOR. I'm not getting anything. It's on the chart. I see it. Is there no way? How do you plug in the course for the VOR? Just up there? Or like 200. Aha! That wouldn't be right. Hugo would be out here heading 63. I see. It's doing a from. Yeah. Okay. 248. All right. What if we do a VOR localizer? Will it actually fly that? See if it lines up on that. No, it wants to go someplace else. Okay, turn back on LNAV. LNAV. VOR localizers, try that again. It's not staying stable. Off. LNAV's back on. So, Captain, can you, will it actually fly the localizer? Or do you just have to do it manually like that? You do your own radials. When we get there, I want to turn and follow the radio out, the out radial on 297 to Luffs. You can turn back on to heading. I see we're not on it yet. Turn. Okay, good.
November, Victor 771 tree is type 5 miles south of Charlie Oscar 90, 12,100 feet. Request flight following.
Kin India November Victor 771 tree Denver Center. Squawk 2217.
Squawk 2217. Where do you squawk at?
Kin India November
771
tree acknowledge last transmission.
Will in a moment. Put this in standby. That's not working. That doesn't work. 221, it's not working. Let's go with
November Victor 771 tree, did you copy?
Squawk 221, 7 Kin India, November, Victor 771 tree.
Kin India November Victor 771 tree radar contact 5 miles southwest of 7 Charlie Oscar 6 12,100 feet. Altimeter 29er. 9er 2.
and we're holding at 12,000 feet. Good. Oh, I think did we already fly past Hugo? Let me zoom out a little bit.
Kin India November Victor 771 tree, did you copy?
Sure.
Roger, Kin India, November, Victor 771 tree.
All right. Okay, so then course heading 297 is what we're going to be doing outbound.
Denver Center, Kin India, November, Victor 771 tree, 1 miles northeast of 08 Charlie Oscar, 12,100 foot request IFR to Centennial, ready to copy.
Kin India November Victor 771 tree is cleared to Centennial Airport as filed. Squawk 2217.
Squawk 2217.
Kin India, November, Victor 771 tree, cleared to Centennial Airport as filed. Squawk 2217.
Now my drone is not working.
November Victor 771 tree, read back correct. Radar contact 12,100 feet. Altimeter 29er.
There we go.
9er 2 turn left heading 050, descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Okay. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Kin India November Victor 771 tree, IFR flight plan is canceled, radar service terminated.
Just because
200.
I'm slow?
VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Denver Center, Kin India, November, Victor 771 tree is type 8 miles southeast of 2 tree Charlie Oscar, 12,000 feet. Request flight following. Kin India, November, Victor 771 tree, Denver Center. Squawk 6404.
Squawk 6404 if I could.
Squawk 6404, Kin India, November, Victor 771 tree.
We don't like your smarmy ways, boy.
Victor 771 tree, radar contact 7 miles south of tree, 5 Charlie Oscar, 10,900 feet, altimeter 29er, 9er 2.
Right.
Roger, Kin India, November, Victor 771 tree. Denver Center, Kin India, November, Victor 771 tree, 6 miles southeast of tree, 5 Charlie Oscar, 10,000 foot, request IFR to Centennial, ready to copy. Kin India, November, Victor.
And what did he say about the autopilot? That when you're actually in approach, you're not in approach.
Squawk 6404.
Gotta try to remember that. Something about the approach, like when you're in approach, you're not in approach unless you're have done something. Now I'm drawing a blank.
Kin India, November.
What?
771 tree. Did you copy?
I copied.
Kin India, November, Victor 771 tree, cleared to Centennial Airport as filed. Squawk 6404.
Squawk 6404.
771 tree, read back correct. Radar contact 10,000 feet, altimeter 29er. 9er 2 continue to Hotel Golf Oscar.
2992, fine. Copy that.
Resume own navigation, descend, and maintain 10,000 feet.
I'm there, Captain.
Continue to Hotel Golf Oscar following heading 080. Resume own navigation, descend, and maintain 10,000 foot Ken India November, Victor 771 tree. Ken India November, Victor 771 tree. Contact Denver Center on 128. Tree 75. Good day.
Where are you? Are you above me? Where are you?
Ken India November, Victor 771 tree. Acknowledge last transmission. One two eight. Tree 75. Ken India November, Victor 771 tree.
Lovely night here in Colorado. What? One two eight 375. One two 8375. One two 375. Put it into active. Contact Denver Center.
Denver Center, Ken India, November, Victor 771 tree, 10,000 feet.
255 knots.
Ken India November Victor 771 tree, Denver Center, altimeter 29er. 9er 2 radar contact, continue to Luffs.
Right. Can VNAV be on too? Or no? I don't know. Flight director. I don't know how to set up for a VOR2 in this thing.
Ken India November Victor 771 tree, contact Denver Center on 125. 9er 5. Good day.
Contact Denver Center 12595.
Going to 125. 9er 5, Ken India, November, Victor 771 tree. Denver Center, Ken India, November, Victor 771 tree, 10,000 feet. Ken India, November, Victor 771 tree, Denver Center, altimeter 29er. Niner 2 radar contact, continue to luffs.
It's a bit loud. Well, at least we have our engine sounds back. Earlier in the day, the engine noise just stopped. I don't mind it sometimes. I love imagining that I have an all-electric aircraft and it's totally silent. It makes things a little bit weird in a live stream when there's just nothing underneath you, like bed music or something. Some noise. Something. Why is it not putting me in the right view?
November Victor 771 tree, contact Denver approach on 119er. Tree, good day.
119er3.
Tree for Ken India November Victor 771 tree. Denver approach, Ken India November Victor 771 tree, 10,000 feet.
Okay.
India November Victor 771 tree Denver approach altimeter 29er. Niner 2 radar contact, continue to ho-hum.
All right. On the ho-hum. It's 7 o'clock at night and the sun is still that high in the sky. The Earth rotates rather quickly around this time. It'll be dark soon enough. The localizer for the airport. Again, we already did that 1113, but is it following in a particular? Any VOR? No. And if I should botch the landing really bad and have to pull out, we need to climb to 7,400 feet and then turn to heading at 160 degrees while we're climbing to 9,200 feet. We need to go to the FQF waypoint, and that would be the 197 radial from FQF, and then go to Ho-Hum and hold there. Approach course 350. Oh, that's speed. I'm messing with the wrong thing entirely.
India November Victor 771 tree, you are 14 miles south. Maintain.
All right, now we're.
Expect ILS runway tree 5, our approach via XBEEE transition. Cleared to XBEEE.
Okay, now we should be making our turn towards our descent, our approach points. Here we go. I think we were supposed to turn the other direction. We're turning away. What? Why are we turning away?
Kin India November Victor 771 tree, did you hear my last transmission?
Yeah, but I'm at a loss. We were supposed to be turning right at Ho-Hum.
Present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway tree 5 or approach via XBE.
All right, let's take us back.
India November Victor 771 tree.
G-Dog. Okay, so now, okay, I guess that's doing us a loop.
November Victor 771 tree, you are 15 miles south of Centennial. Contact Centennial Tower on 118. Niner when inbound.
Tower on 118. Niner Kin India November Victor 771 tree.
Yeah, you gonna tell me to come down?
Centennial Tower, Kin India November Victor 771 tree, 6 miles south inbound, ILS runway tree 5, our approach.
Kin India November Victor 771 tree, Centennial Tower, altimeter 2 Niner. Niner 2 cleared ILS runway tree 5, our approach.
All right. And we're turning to G-Dog.
Cleared ILS runway tree 5, our approach, Kin India November Victor 771 tree.
We need to be at 8,000 feet. Like, quick. Are they going to tell us to come down, or what do we do? Do we do it ourselves? Normally they tell us to come down. But I've got to be at 8. And we should be on localizer now. LNAV VRR loc. It's 2,000 feet. Yeah. All that stuff. 9,000 feet. IAPA. Okay, so it does have the localizer in there. I see it on the screen. IAPA here.
Kin India November Victor 771 tree wind 262 at 4. Cleared to land runway tree 5R.
Okay. We should be able to go into approach mode, but again, this is where I have a problem. I don't know that I'm doing...
Kin India November
No.
Victor 771 tree acknowledge last transmission.
Oh, I've done something wrong. I'm not getting a...
To land runway tree 5.
UR loc.
November Victor 7.
Approach. Oh, we're already too high. So what is it? What causes it not to come down or not to enter the approach? So that's what I need to figure out. What am I doing wrong there? Well, let's take it back out to ho-hum. Supposed to climb to 9.7 on the way out. I don't know what the problem is. So I know that there is something I'm supposed to be doing there, and I thought you get on the localizer and then when you're close enough you can hit approach, but obviously I'm still missing something. So I guess I'll take a little break here in a minute. I'll try to land this thing manually, and
Centennial Tower, Kin India November Victor 771.
go try to watch a video or two and see what I can find out about that.
Kin India November Victor 771 tree contact Denver approach on 119er. Tree. Good day.
119er. Tree Kin India November Victor 771 tree.
Really? So like in the Airbus, once you traveled a certain way, it blows out all of your previous points? So I can't do a direct to? I'm telling it to turn back to runway 35.
2500.
Now it blew out LNAV. What are you doing, plane? Did it turn off the autopilot? No. Runway 35. Execute. Now we're gonna smack into a little hill, aren't we? How do we get to... Burpee? Yeah, I don't know how to do a direct to, but I really need to get to those points. Well, I really don't have to do anything, I suppose. Init ref? No. Nope. I don't know. All right, well, let's turn off the autopilot and try to land this thing manually. And now everything's out the window, not contacting air traffic control and working with them properly or anything like that. It's just me against the world, man. Let me turn off the auto throttle.
1,000. Sink rate 500, 400, 300, 2 low flaps, 200, 2 low flaps, 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 100. Approaching minimums. $50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
All right, hopefully the speed brake's deployed. And now let me try to do a reverse thrust. Although we're slowing down pretty good, I'm going to gauge the brakes. There's 50 knots. There's the brakes. Cool, speed brakes did deploy. Great. Pardon. Reverse thrust did engage. All right, so what I need to do, that was good. Got it down. I really wanted to do an ILS landing, but obviously I need another training session because I've forgotten what needs to be done that's different from Airbus. Hey, I got the right of way here. What are you doing? You're lucky. Anyway, this is Centennial Airport. Like 20 miles, 30 miles south, Denver. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I almost don't want to shut this down. It's such a quick thing to look over. So let me just take a little quick break here instead of stopping the live stream. Dun, 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 dun.
This show brought to you by Mikach. I'm replicating that.
The phaser is an acronym for Phased Energy Rectification. This directed energy weapon created around the year 2200 has been the standard weapon for Starfleet personnel since. Most such weapons were either Phaser 1, otherwise known as the hand phaser, which fit neatly in the palm of the hand and were used primarily when conspicuous weapons were undesirable, especially during diplomatic missions. Then there is the larger, more powerful Phaser Type 2, formerly known as the pistol phaser. Phaser Type 2 weapons were capable of a wide variety of settings, from mere stun results to power settings as high as 16, capable of leveling a small city. This weapon also had the ability to be overloaded.
Maybe you're a level
Type
16.
3 phasers, also known as phaser rifles, pack the heaviest punch and can deliver power settings higher than level 16 and are capable of tearing through multiple bulkheads. The phaser has become the most popular and widely used weapon in the UFP since 2200.
Hey guys, welcome back to another ADDI Aviates tutorial. This one we're going to be showing you guys how to fly an ILS, index, approach, and it's going to give you the frequency and course. So we have 108.9, and then if you come back here to Navigraph, say you don't want to use that and you want to use the charts, go ahead and take a look at the chart, and we have 108.9 and 007 for the course. So let's go ahead and put it in here. So 108.9, let's do it in the stem, 108.9. Let's go on top here and put 007 on course.
Well,
all right, now that we've just passed our final waypoint until we get vectors, usually in this case the ATC would give you vectors to this waypoint, but we're just going to give ourselves vectors, so we're going to go direct to Lago now. So we'll go down here, legs, Lago, execute, and now the plane will start turning towards Lago. And as you see here and on the chart, we want to be at 2600 at Lago. So I'm going to go up here, put in 26. I'm going to want to mention at this time you're going to want to start slowing down. So I'm going to start slowing down and just start getting ready for landing. Tampa, weather. Make sure you brief it. In this case we have 3008. And it already was on 3008. We are still approaching Lago. We're going to be at 2600 at Lago, as it says here. And then this little arc here gives you the time. So you put in your altitude here and you put in your vertical speed. It's telling me that with a vertical speed of negative 300 feet per minute, we will be at 2600 at this green arc. And we have LNAV VNAV, which is telling us that we have the approach loaded up correctly, and we also have this magenta diamond here, which tells us that we have done everything correctly. As we start getting closer, this magenta diamond is going to turn solid, and it's going to start coming down, and once it gets
I didn't even look to see if we had a diamond. I don't think we did, though.
And turn on both autopilots.
I didn't have both autopilots on.
A bit more, we'll go to 150 at this point. As you can see, today is a day that we definitely do need an ILS approach because we cannot see anything else.
He can't see anything.
Pretty low right now, 2800, and can't even see the
Logged in.
All right, also make sure that at this point your landing gear is down and your speed brake is armed. We are now 0.7 miles away from Lago, and we are at 2,600 feet, so we are perfect right there. Alright guys, the magenta diamond is now turned solid. It's going to start coming down as I said, and then remember we're going to turn on approach mode once it gets to this middle line here, and then both autopilots. As you can see, it's starting to come down. It happens rather quickly, so you want to make sure that you're definitely paying attention. It could sneak up on you if you're not careful.
Well, that's not so different, but
Alright, it's right in the middle now, so we're going to go ahead and turn approach mode on.
he didn't use localizer at all.
Autopilot on.
But he did turn on the second autopilot there.
Have glide slope. That is telling us that it's going to now follow this diamond down, so it is descending for us.
Okay, so what did we do wrong?
Colorado Springs Tower, Canadian, November, Victor 771 tree at runway 17L, ready for departure to the south.
Okay. Well, let's not put in, what do we have here? What are the legs? Okay. Let me take out Hugo and Luffs. We just kind of want to get to it. Okay. Track, 350 track. V1.
Too low, flaps. 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 Too low, flaps.
Then you're up. Flaps up. Auto throttle armed. 7. Autopilot. LNAV and VNAV. I don't think it's taken. There it goes. But first you don't succeed. Okay, let's look over frequencies and stuff again. So... course heading is going to be 350 and the ILS is 1113. That is this nav down here? Is this a backup? I'm not really certain what's going on here. This is nav. Well, we'll try that. Take the viewer out and put the ILS in. That's weird they didn't label this. Like, they got nav written on the side here. They don't have com written on the side here.
Springs approach, Kin India November, Victor 771 tree, is type 2 miles east of 19er, Charlie Oscar 7,600 feet, request flight following.
Kin India November Victor 771 tree, Colorado Springs approach. Squawk tree 207.
Squawk tree 207, Kin India November, Victor 771 tree.
Kin India November Victor 771 tree radar, contact tree miles northeast of Charlie Oscar 2 for 7,600 feet. Altimeter 29er. 902.
Roger, Kin India November Victor 771 tree.
So turning off VNAV then disables the climb. Okay. All right. Got to remember that. 45 minutes after the hour. Still might run into some stuff up here. Let's expedite our up. I see that Kip is broadcasting tonight. Kip on the ground. Very knowledgeable. Very, 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 very knowledgeable sim pilot. And he's not flying one of these tonight. He's flying a Boeing, but he's not flying one of these. But anyway, after this attempt at landing, I might run over there. See how he performs the landing, if I can catch one. Saw Night Wolf earlier today. Another very, very, very inspiring sim pilot. I believe he may have been a pilot in real life. I'm not entirely sure, but darn inspiring. I really enjoy hanging out and watching his shows. I mean, I haven't seen a lot, just a little bit here and there.
Springs approach. Ken India November Victor 771 tree, 5 miles east of 6, 1 Charlie Oscar, 10,000 foot. Request IFR to Centennial ready to copy.
Ken India November Victor 771 tree is cleared to Centennial Airport as filed. Squawk tree 207.
Ken India November Victor 771 tree, cleared to Centennial Airport as filed. Squawk tree 207.
Ken India November Victor 771 tree, read back correct. Radar
DME. Is there a DME button that we're supposed to have on?
Following heading tree 50, climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Continue to Furby following heading tree 50.
That's right there.
Maintain 10,000 foot. Ken India November Victor 771 tree.
Ken India November Victor 771 tree, you are 26 miles south. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway tree 5 or approach via XBEE transition. Cleared to XBEE. Ken India November Victor 771 tree, you are 25 miles south of Centennial. Contact Centennial Tower on 118. Niner when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 118. Niner Ken India November Victor 771 tree.
Centennial Tower, where are you?
Centennial Tower, Ken India, November, Victor, 771, tree, 24 miles south inbound, ILS runway tree 5, our approach.
Ken India November Victor 771 tree, Centennial Tower. Altimeter 29er. Niner 2 cleared ILS runway tree 5, our approach. Ken India November Victor 771 tree, please acknowledge.
Cleared ILS runway tree 5, our approach, Ken India November, Victor 771 tree.
Ken India November Victor 771 tree, wind 26 tree at 4. Cleared to land runway tree 5R.
I didn't get a diamond. Do we get a localizer? VR loc. 350, 350. Both autopilots are on.
Acknowledge last transmission.
Sorry, I got a lot going on.
Cleared to land runway tree 5. Our Ken India November Victor 771 tree.
Oh, I do have a diamond. It's awful tiny. Hey, there's ho hum. Doesn't seem like we're lined up. Where are we going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Are we doing the same thing we did last time? You do a circle first? Man. Look at the little plane that looks like we're Tokyo drifting. Yeah, we're gonna crash.
Sink rate. 1,000. Right slope. Right slope. Right slope.
Glide slope my ass. We're going down. We're going down. I have no idea why. So something in the...
Right slope. Right slope.
Let's go to G-Dog. G-Dog. Execute. Okay. Come on. Get on it. Get on it. G-Dog. Execute. Get on it. Okay, autopilot's off. That's why. 8,000 feet. You're down. Maybe 15. It's not doing it. Tried. No, it's trying. 350. It's gonna be awful tight. Wow, that's way too close. I don't think the proper frequency is in, Kenneth. 1113 it is. Nope, ain't gonna make it. What does that give us? Let's see here. It takes that to Hugo again, or what is it doing? Okay, we definitely want Furpy. What's XB? Alright, let's go to Furpy. It blows it out. All right, well now LNAV doesn't want to kick back in. Nope, that makes no difference. Why won't you come back on? Oh, I don't know if I broke it or what. Aha. So that's how you do a direct. You just type it in and put it at the top there and hit execute. $350. There's a white ILS. Let's go back to the ILS plan. See the magenta diamond here. All right. Almost back to ho-hum. I was watching somebody's video on things they don't do anymore, things that they used to do in like radio that they don't do anymore, and one of them is like, I mean, they still do sometimes, but mostly it's they don't tell the time anymore. They're like, dude, everybody's got a watch or a personal phone. Everybody knows what time it is now. You don't have to tell people what time it is. Hey, you're watching Kineas on YouTube and my live stream. It's 3 minutes after the hour. Well, what hour? 3 minutes after the 8th hour. Kin TV. All right, make the right turn this time. Don't put us into a silly circle. Let's just make it do it right now. Let's just go to G-Dog. Good. Okay, let me go to VOR lock. All right, we've got a glide slope diamond coming down. I see the ILS frequency on the blue screen there, DME 9.6. Getting my itchy trigger finger on the approach button, and this is where we want the magic to happen. Please work. I'll be darned, it's working. Look at that. I'll be darned, we did it. I don't know if you're supposed to go full flaps landing. I don't know. Or is it too soon? Don't know. Yeah, probably shouldn't have flared so much. Keep the nose up. Reverse thrust. No, speed brakes didn't deploy. Huh.
Kin India November Victor 771 tree exit runway when able.
They disengaged. Huh, why didn't the speed brake? Are they supposed to be armed? No, that just shuts off. Well, I'll have to remember that. Last time they did.
Kin India November Victor 771 tree exit runway when able.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. Well, it wasn't perfect. Nothing ever is. We're always learning, right? But a manual landing tonight, and then finally figured out how to, I guess the whole key is, I don't know. Really, it just comes down to having the second autopilot button on.
Kin India November
It could be that the ILS frequency does need to be put down here in the nav thing. Not entirely sure. But it worked that time. So that was a good practice tonight. That's good enough for me. I'm gonna go see if Kip is still broadcasting. I'm gonna do a solo raid. I don't think I have any viewers, but if you do end up going to see Kip, tell him Ken sent you.
Turn next taxiway.
I'm good. Okay. All right. Well, I still am going to go watch some more videos on the 737, but I got the gist of it, and I'm not so intimidated now in the career mode to try some of these passenger flights. I don't like doing things manually. I mean, that's the whole point of an aircraft this big. Sure, with general aviation stuff, but when it needs to be perfect for the most part, where everybody's life is depending on it being perfect. Knowing how to do it perfect in the computer by the whatever, and automate as much of the process as possible. I never want to do a manual landing. I don't. Some people are like, well, it's the best way to land. I don't care. I'm not one of you. So all I can think about in my head is doing it computerized is the most efficient way to do it. Learn how to do it. Learn how to do it perfect every single time. Yes, you should always know how to do things different. Case like the first time we tried it, the ILS doesn't work. Can you still put her down in one piece? So, okay. Well, I haven't, tomorrow's normally, a Microsoft Flight Simulator community fly-in. But when I looked earlier, there wasn't anything posted for tomorrow. I'm going to go look again real quick. Okay, so now they're saying the community fly-in is to Angkor Wat in Cambodia. Okay, so they do have a flight tomorrow. All right, so that means that my normal live stream is usually 1 p.m. in the afternoon. But I should just change all my stuff to noon, but it's hard getting everything organized before noon. I get a late start. So I've been at 1 p.m. every day, but these fly-ins are at noon. So I will see you tomorrow at noon here, and I'm going to be simulcasting it in a tiny window, but you're going to be able to hear everything going on. CD looks like CD is going to be the host. You can find all the information you needed on the upcoming events tab in the forums. What was that? Was somebody just trying to reach me? I heard a weird beeping noise. Something I'm not used to hearing. What was that? I don't know. How strange. Do.
In this time of political and economic upheaval in the Federation, nothing gives peace of mind like financial security, and nothing says security like Latinum. As reported on the Honshanity and the Ben Gleck news programs, Latinum never really loses its value. For your peace of mind, invest in Latinum. Contact the Grok Commodities Trading Company on Ferenginar.